Hello, friends. Welcome to our fifth session, and it is about pricing policy. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss some objectives and factors related to pricing policy. Before we discuss about pricing policy, we must know the difference between what is price and pricing. Pricing is a process, and price, we know that price is the economic value of product, and pricing is a process to set that economic value of the product. Now, moving further, when we talk about pricing policy, see, in business, it is already mentioned, a systematic approach is required in pricing the commodities produced. Decision making in this respect is very important as it leads to a permanent source of revenue to the business and also survival in the venture. So it is very important for us to understand because price plays a very important role in even growth and development of business. It is the most important device for the firm to expand its market. Though the role of price is very important. Price plays very important role as and when organization is looking for expansion. If the price is too high, a seller may have to go out of the market. See, once you are charging high price, then it may be possible that market will not accept you. If the price is too low, then it will become more difficult for the firm to cover the cost, and it may be possible that firm will have to face even loss. So that setting price is a very complex and it is very critical decision. There is no cut and dried formula for fixing the price. It depends upon various situation in business. There is no specific. So there are, for example, there are so many methods through which organization can set the price. But again, before accepting or before adopting any kind of pricing strategy, you must understand the situation and the business. Means situation of business as well as situation of business environment. Means you need to consider both the factors, internal factors as well as external factors. Now, friends, let's discuss some of the objectives of pricing policy. These are the some objectives of pricing policy. Price profit satisfaction. The firm are interested in keeping their price stable within certain period of time, irrespective of change in demand and cost, so that they get the expected profit. Price profit satisfaction. As we know that profit is one of the major objective of organization, because if you are working towards survival, growth and development, then there must be a profit provision to maintain profitability of organization. And that's why one of the important objective is to satisfy the needs of profit for the organization. Second is sales maximization. As we know that sales is closely related with revenue. So when organization is set price for a particular product, that pricing strategy will have direct impact on sales position. So when organization wants to generate more revenue from market, then organization has to work towards this objective of sales maximization, and then organization can fulfill the requirement of other objectives. A firm has a set of price which assures maximum sales of the product. Firm set a price which would enhance the sale of entire product line, and it is only then it can achieve growth. So sales maximization is also considered as one of the important objective of pricing policy. Now, third one is making money. Some firm wants to use the special position in industry by selling product at a premium and make a quick profit as much as possible. See, sometimes, or we can say some firms are having this objective of making money. See, once you know that you are pioneer or you are initiator in any kind of matter related to business. For example, once you have launched a totally new product which is not exist in market yet, so it may be possible or it is obvious for the organization to make more money by having this concept. So again, it depends on organization, that how you set pricing policy and how you make money. One more objective is here is preventing competition. See, as we know that in current market scenario, there is huge competition, or we can say intense competition. One more word is there, it's a cutthroat competition. So whenever you are setting price of particular product, you have to consider in your mind that you have to prevent your competitor. It will become more difficult for them. It has to become more difficult for them to compete in terms of price. But if you want that competitor will not compete you, or if you are expecting that competitor will not compete you, then you will have to work on various cost area. So once you are able to control cost, then it may be possible that you will able to control price and even to control competition. One more objective is mentioned here is market share. The firm wants to secure a large share in market by the following suitable price policy. The objective of firm is to follow suitable price policy, and that's why, right, firm has to work on various aspects related to pricing. It wants to acquire a dominating leadership position in the market. Many managers believe that revenue maximization will lead to long run profit maximization and market share growth. See, as and when you focus on market share, then the role of price is very important, because price will attract more customers, and finally you can increase the market share and organization will generate more revenue from this idea. The next objective is survival. Sometimes organization are setting sometimes organizations are setting different kind of pricing strategy, and the objective is not to grow, objective is not to develop, but here the objective is to just survive in market so that in future we can have better position. So when we talk about organizational growth, organizational development, or we can say organizational stability, to achieve these three objectives, first of all you have to work for your survival. Once you survive, then you can think about stability. Once you be stable, then you can think about growth. And once you achieve the growth rate, then organization will think about developmental activities. One more objective here is market penetration. This is very important objective of pricing policy. Some companies wants to maximize unit sales. They believe that higher sales volume will lead to the lower cost and higher long run profit. They set the lowest price, assuming the market is price sensitive. This is called market penetration pricing. Sometimes organizations think that we have a huge market, but if we want to be there in market, then we have to offer our product at a lower price so that consumer can choose our product. And this is one of the good idea to survive or to be there in market for a longer period of time. The next one is market skimming. Many companies favor setting high price to skim the market. DuPont is a prime practitioner of market skimming price. Initially, company will charge high price, and as and when other competitor will enter into industry, company will charge the lower price then. With each innovation, it estimates the highest price it can charge given comparative benefits to its new product versus the available substitute. Price skimming. Once company know that we are having a strong competitive advantage, we are offering more things than our competitors, then definitely they will go for price skimming strategy. So price skimming, or we can say marketing skimming, is one of the objective. The next one is early cash recovery. Some firms set a price which will create a mad rush for product and recover cash early. They may also set a low price as a cushion against uncertainty of the future. Now, to discuss early cash recovery objective, we have to discuss two situations. One is already mentioned, that future is uncertain. But sometimes organization think that whatever product we have produced and whatever offers we are offering in market, this can be copied easily by our competitors. So it is better for us to cover market at initial stage, to cover more market at initial stage, and to recover more cash before our competitors do. And the last objective of pricing policy is satisfactory rate of return. Many companies tries to set the price that will maximize current profit, to estimate the demand and cost associated with alternative prices. They choose the price that produces maximum current profit. Satisfactory rate of return. It is very important. Satisfactory according to our needs and wants. And if we take example of Patanjali, or we can say Tata Group. So both of these company, both of these firm believe in a reasonable profit pricing policy, satisfactory rate of return, right? Here the objective is not to generate maximum profit, but organization will charge that much price where organization be satisfied. So friends, these are the objectives of pricing policy. Now moving further, we are discussing various factors affecting pricing policy. Now it is very important for us to understand, as and when we discuss about pricing policy, or as and when organization is working towards pricing policy decision, and as we have already discussed, that pricing is a process. Pricing is a process to set economic value of product. So when you are taking decision to set this economic value to a particular product, you will have to consider various factors. And these factors are cost data in pricing, demand factor in pricing, consumer psychology in pricing, competition factor in pricing, profit factor in pricing, and government policy in pricing. Now, the first, cost data in pricing. Cost data occupy an important place in the price setting process. There are different types of cost incurred in production and marketing of the product. There are production cost, promotional expenses like advertising or personal selling, as well as taxation. The role of cost is very important, because as and when organization set price, organization will have to work in two calculation. Number one is cost, and second about profit margin. So cost data is having strong impact in organization price. When organization is efficient, when organization is able to maintain cost, when organization is getting maximum output from minimum input, then it may be possible for organization to control cost. And finally, organization can set price accordingly. So cost is having a strong impact on price. One more example we are discussing here, that if the price of petrol and gas are rising due to rise in cost of raw materials such as crude transportation, refining, etc. If costs go up, the price rise can be justified, because The price of petrol and other petrochemical products depends on several factors. So if price of raw material increases, then it will have clear impact on price, cost of product, and finally price. The second factor which affect price is demand factor. Now we know that as and when we talk about demand, for example, when people are demanding more goods and services, so when market demand is more, it is considered as one of the opportunity for the producer to charge higher price. And once market is demanding less, then producer will have to lower the price. Producer should go for price cut to clear the stock. Now in pricing of product, demand occupies a very important place. In fact, demand is more important for effective sales. The elasticity of demand is to be recognized in determining the price of the product. Say for example, there are two markets. If market A has inelastic demand, then definitely producer should charge, or producer will charge high price, because demand will be affected less proportionately. But if market is highly elastic, when you know that consumers are price conscious, price sensitive, then organizer, or we can say organization or manager, has to take price related decision very seriously. So demand factor plays a very important role. The next one is consumer psychology in pricing. Psychological pricing. Demand for product depends upon the psychology of consumer. Sometimes consumer think if product is costly, then product is having strong quality. When consumer think that product is having less price, then product is considered as cheaper product, which does not secure at least quality. So this depends on the mindset of consumer, that how you are treating product, how you are taking product, and how you are considering price of product. In particular situation, the behavior of one individual may not be the same that of the other. In fact, the pricing decision ought to be less or more incisive rational than simple elasticity. There are consumers who buy a product providing it's a high quality. There are some of consumers who think only about high quality. They are least concerned about price. If producer or seller is charging higher price, then consumer is ready to pay the high price because they want quality. So it depends on psychology, that how you are taking product and what you are expecting from the product. The next one is competition factor. Market situation plays a very important role in pricing. When there is huge competition, say for example fast moving consumer goods, we know that there is tough competition in this market. So you need to set price according to competition. So here competition plays a very important role in your pricing strategy. In perfect competition, the individual producers have a discretion in pricing. They have to accept the price fixed by the demand and supply. In perfect competition, where products are similar, so you should not charge high price from your competitor because the products are similar. So you will have to accept the rate, right, which is set by the market. So competition plays very important role in pricing decision, in pricing policy. Profit factor is very important. See, once organization is expecting too much profit from the product, then organization should go for high price. But it doesn't mean once you set high price, then definitely you will secure maximum profit, because the product must get sold. So it depends on company's brand image. It depends the quality you are providing. It depending that how you match consumers' expectation, right? In fixing the price of product, a producer consider mainly the profit aspect. Each producer has his aim of profit maximization. If the objective is profit maximization, the critical role is to select the price where organization can generate maximum profit. Means here organization will have to work, organization will have to calculate marginal cost and marginal revenue. If you are generating more goods and services, if you are generating more cost, which is known as incremental cost. In our last session we have discussed what is incremental cost. So incremental cost, or we can say marginal cost, you will have to compare marginal cost with marginal revenue, and on basis of this comparison you can set pricing accordingly. The last point is about government policy. Now government policy is having very strong impact on the pricing policy. For example, if government is changing the tax structure, if government policy change related to any kind of business activity, then it will have strong impact on cost of business. If price of raw material increases due to government policy, then you will have to bear more cost for the production, and then price of product will also increase. In market economy, the government generally does not interfere the economic decision of economy. It is only depend, right, that how government is fulfilling their objectives. So it is only in plant economies the government interference is very much. According to conventional economic theory, the buyers and sellers only determine the price, but in reality certain other parties are also involved in pricing process. They are the competition and the government. So not only competition, but the role of government in pricing policy is very important. So friends, the session was about various objectives of pricing and various factors affecting pricing policy. I hope you understood it properly, and if you have any kind of confusion, then you can rewind the session. Thank you very much.